We write a good bit here on Tech Republic about developers, the demand, the job market, and what skills are needed. Today, we're talking with Al Sen, the VP of Engineering for DigitalOcean. So, Al, just start with as we're heading into 2020, what do you think are some of the most important skills that a developer needs to have?
So for me, looking at the landscape, the ability to learn is still one of the top skills that an engineer has to have. This industry moves so fast, as you know. Things are changing all the time. There's always innovations happening. So being able to learn new technologies, being willing to learn new technologies is really important. So that is one skill that a lot of people have to, everybody just have to have and be willing to continue to push on that. I think collaboration is extremely important as well. Software is a team sport. You have to collaborate with other people. Software is best developed when there's a group of people involved. There's a lot of really cool innovations happening in open source that really allow developers to really shortcut the amount of time that it takes to develop new software by reusing components that are available out there, or services, or whatever new architectures are out there, frameworks, and so on. So the ability to collaborate is extremely important. Open source is continuing to provide a lot of new innovations as well. I think being able to embrace open source as part of development is going to be continue to be critical, as more innovations continue to happen in that space as well. And containerization and cloud is changing how software is developed and deployed. So I think as developers come into the industry, it is important to embrace those new changes and those trends, because it is allowing a lot of companies to modernize the application development, and really is helping the adoption with hybrid cloud architectures, which are really critical in reducing the operating costs for a lot of companies.
Okay, and when it comes to hiring developers right now, what trends are you seeing, Al?
Certainly, open source is key, right? We're seeing a lot of people are embracing open source for their personal portfolios. So most developers today will come to the table with a portfolio of products they've worked on. It's not uncommon for developers to come to us and say, "Hey, here's my GitHub, account, and take a look." Um, excuse me. Um, but at the same time, I think participation in open source products, participation in open source projects is also a key aspect that people can bring to the table in terms of additional credibility, and also just being able to showcase what they're able to do in terms of collaboration. So in terms of the specific technologies, I think what we're seeing with regards to containerization and Kubernetes, that set of technologies is really changing how fast things um, are moving in the direction of making it easier to deploy software. So we're seeing a lot of developers spending a lot of time with those skills. The other trend that we're seeing that is not quite related to technology is remote work. We did a survey a few months ago, and we're finding out that the vast majority of developers, something like 90% of them, are really expecting some form of remote work to be part of their consideration for taking employment for somebody. So there are definitely several trends that are impacting the developer community, not just from a technology standpoint, and in terms of how the work is done. It is also going to be increasingly important, I think.
Okay, Al, we thank you for your thoughts on this, and for more articles and videos on developers and the job market, be sure you check out Tech Republic. Thanks for watching.